I once went on a date with a man who was clearly still obsessed with his ex. And unfortunately for me, I realized halfway through dinner that I was being used as part of the performance. Now at first, he actually seemed very intentional, booked a nice restaurant, dressed well, very attentive. And honestly, I remember thinking, okay, this feels mature, which looking back was wildly optimistic. But then, his ex somehow kept entering the conversation. Not directly at first, little comments like, my ex used to love this place, or my ex always said women get intimidated by me. Sir, why is this woman spiritually sitting at the table with us? And then it got weird. This man suddenly starts taking photos of the table, the drinks, me, very aggressively aesthetic photos. Then he casually says, my ex still watches all my stories. Oh. And suddenly everything made sense. The expensive restaurant, the constant posting, the performative energy. This wasn't a date, this was revenge content. And honestly, the saddest part was that he barely seemed interested in me. He seemed interested in the idea of being seen with me. There's a very different energy there. One feels personal, the other feels transactional, and once you notice, someone is using your presence to communicate with somebody else emotionally, the attraction disappears. And I think a lot of people enter new relationships emotionally unfinished, still angry, still attached, still performing. But healing isn't finding another person to post in front of your ex. Healing is genuinely moving on. You can feel when someone is dating you versus using you to fill a wound. Next time, I'm telling you about the man who became possessive before we even finished the first date. And honestly, that story still makes me uncomfortable. Subscribe to hear that one.